Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be filming a video on my thoughts and pros and cons to me for the Kobo Libra color. I have it right here. So if you guys are interested in e-readers and you read a lot, or you just want to watch to support me, yeah, that's what this video is going to be about, so please keep on watching. So I bought my e-reader, this Kobo Libra color, probably about 4 to 5 months ago. I bought it back in April of 2025, just as I was leaving my other job. This was actually like what I bought on my very last check there. So this Kobo does have a lot of sentimental value to me, which everything I'm about to tell you guys is not going to deter me from selling it just for that fact alone that it holds sentimental value to me. I did write a bunch of pros and cons because I did not want to forget it. So I wrote them all down this morning because I've been really debating about this video on if I wanted to even record it, because there's a lot of people in the e-reader community that I'm worried about is gonna be like, girl, you didn't know that before you bought it. No, not really. I did not know all these things, or that this device wasn't gonna have it, until I unfortunately already had bought it. I did buy this, I think around the time it came out. I'm not 100% sure when the Kobo, this is the Kobo Libra color. I'm not sure when it got released, but yeah, I got it around April. Also want to apologize because my dog is probably going to be making a lot of noise because she wants to come upstairs and I blocked her off from coming because I don't want her to distract me. Now this is probably going to be a really long chatty video. We're already 2 minutes in. So if you're not ready for a lot of chit chat, I don't know what to tell you, but if you are, get a cup of coffee, get tea, get whatever, get a snack, and here we go. So I want to first start off by showing you my actual Kobo. I did decorate it when I first got it. I bought these stylus for it. I decorated the back here with stickers. They're not stuck down, but they're just behind this clear case. This clear case is the actual Rakuten. I don't know if you guys can tell if my camera will focus. This is the actual clear case that Kobo makes. I did buy it when I bought this along with the stylus. I don't remember how much I paid for the stylus or the clear case, but I know that this stylus was not cheap. We're gonna get into the stylus as well. I did put a little charm here that's a Tamagotchi kind of charm, and I have my little sunnies here, and I did put a decal in the back, that's why it's kind of like holographic. But yeah, so I do have stickers. I do try to kind of decorate my e-readers. So yeah, anyway, my list here, I wanted to start off with the pros and then we're gonna get into the cons. So my first pro is that the size of this device is fantastic. I absolutely love the size. I love the buttons over here. I love the clicking. It's really great. I think the color is great. I'm so happy that you're able to get it in white. That was like, I'm not gonna lie, probably 70% of the reason why I chose to go with Kobo in the first place was because they offered this in white. I wish a lot of companies would offer their e-readers in white or pink, but I think asking for pink is a lot for people because it's a standalone color. But if not pink, I want it to be white. I know a lot of people like to read on black e-readers because it's easier on the eyes and it kind of blends in with the device well, or the colors kind of stick out from a black device. But for me, I need it to be aesthetically pleasing for me to pick it up, so I want it in white. That goes into the button placement. I love where the buttons are. I love how spaced out they are. I don't mind it being this far apart. Would it have been great to be just a smidge closer? Maybe, but I think that that's also nitpicking the device, which I might have some nitpicks here and there. So yeah, overall design I love. The button placement in the back is a lot different than what I'm used to. I'm used to like buttons being up here or on the side. I don't know why Kobo chose to put it in the back, but it's not a big deal to me. It's not like I'm hitting the button all the time when I'm reading. It's not, yeah, it's not an issue. I kind of see it as a pro. I kind of like that it is on the back because it doesn't, I don't hit it while I'm doing things with it, you know? So, there's that. There is also a screen protector on this. I want to make that clear that I did stick on a screen protector for the screen. So, yeah. Which goes into my next pro, and that is the color. So as you can see, I'm on a manga that has color. When you turn it on, so it's not actually on right now. This is it being powered off. So if I could turn on the device, that would be great. It's actually got to boot up, so let me just go into a different one while this thing's, okay, wait, never mind. It's very fast. It started up quick. So anyway, the color on this is very, very nice. I'm not sure how my lighting is gonna do, but trust me when I say that the color and the lighting is great. Let me try to open up a book that shows color. This is the front. It's kind of muted. It's just the cover that I think is very muted. If I open up, say, let me open this if I can get to it. Like this book, it's in blue. It looks great. I think that it's just a great looking color e-ink device, which I think a lot of people can agree on with this one. So the color is really nice. And then text is also really good. So let me just look at Light Lark. So this is the color of Light Lark. I have not read this book. I did download it, but I'm reading so much other books that I didn't get to this. So this is the prologue. Words are really nice and bold and crisp. So that's another thing. Like, I think that it's a nice looking device. So when I click this, it definitely goes fast. You're not like waiting for the page to turn. So it's a quick, snappy device. Let's see, battery life on this is good. I don't find myself gravitating towards this e-reader, and that's kind of gonna go into the cons. So battery life for this is good for me because I'm not a heavy reader on this. So there's that. Reading on it is really great. I think that there's just other stuff that we're gonna get into that bugs me. Sorry that this is all over the place. I'm happy that it does show the percent. Like when you turn off or make it go into sleep mode, it does show the percentage of your book on how far you've gotten into it. And I like that because I like when I look at the device that, hey, like you have this much more to go, or you're almost done, or you're just starting. I also love, this is something that Kindle does not do, is that the book is already on when you put it to sleep and not ads. That is one thing that drives me absolutely insane with Kindle, and why they cannot just give us the device without any ads. All the other e-reader companies don't do that, but I'm guessing that's just Amazon and how they know that they can get away with doing it. For my Kindle, I did not pay to get the I didn't pay to get the ads off, and I absolutely want to get the ads off because I don't want to stare at this when I open this, but you have to pay $20. It's not something cheap. It's not like a $5 kind of thing, which I don't understand why Kindle made it so expensive. If you were gonna do it, why couldn't you make it a little less? Like $20 is a lot nowadays. So anyway, going back into, I love the percentage, and yeah, I like that it does that. Pretty sure I hit all my pros. If I didn't, I'm just gonna start saying this is probably just gonna be more of a chatty video than a very organized, well-written video. So my first con, and this is probably one of my biggest cons with this device, is overdrive. I know I have watched so many videos on people praising this device because of overdrive. I don't know if it's my library specifically, and that's the reason why I don't have a lot of the books I want to read on here. Like almost every book I have looked up that I wanted to borrow on overdrive is just not available on it. Like you just can't borrow the book. And when I go onto Libby, it's there. So I don't know why, if overdrive owns Libby, why I can't find the book on here. And so I'm stuck with like not being able to borrow any books that I actually want to read. So that is a big issue for me, because I wanted to borrow books. I don't want to buy a lot of books because I pay for a lot of subscriptions already, which goes into Kobo Plus on this. For me, Kobo Plus sucks on this device. And I know that it's also because if you're comparing it to Kindle Unlimited, right? Kindle, Amazon is much huger of a library compared to something newer like Kobo. But it is insane to me that I can't even read Onyx Storm, which is available on Kobo Plus, in English. That is a big issue. Every time I go on here and I want to read something, it's in another language, but it's available on Kobo Plus. Like, why isn't it not available in English? I don't get it. I just looked up Onyx Storm on here because I was thinking, oh, I'll actually put this to use and read Onyx Storm because I just finished Iron Flame. But I can't even borrow the book because it's not in English. It just frustrates the heck out of me. I'm like, I can go on to Kindle and borrow the book or get it on Kindle Unlimited and it's in English. So then I go back to Kindle because I can't get the book in English on here. I don't understand it. Okay. Now, with just novels in general, I can't find a lot of, but it's also manga. On Kobo Plus and Overdrive, especially Overdrive, there's barely any manga. But even Kobo Plus, there's nothing really good on it. Like, there's a lot of, like, yes, like indie stuff that you can borrow. But the selection is so slim that everything that I see I am not super interested in. Like, I am reading, what was it called? Shogo Chara, which I was surprised that they had this one on Kobo Plus, but it doesn't have a lot of other manga. Like, and when you get a colored e-reader, you kind of want it for manga. So I don't know, like, I don't like the selection. I don't know what else to say. That's what I'm getting to. Okay, and so as much as I said I love this like design and build, I'm also confused on why Kobo chose to put a gray back instead of making it just one color in white. I did know that when I was buying it, but I guess it is a very nitpicky thing for me to say. I wish they made it white. There is like some kind of texture in the back, but it doesn't matter because you just slap a case on it and the texture doesn't matter anymore. I feel like a lot of people aren't using their devices just bare, you know, they're putting something on it for protection. So when companies try to make like a texture on the back, it confuses me because I'm just like, majority of the time people are putting this in something, especially e-readers. I feel like a lot of people decorate their e-readers, and so they're putting a case on it regardless. So that's my thought on it. Now we're gonna go into the stylus. The stylus. So I don't know how much I paid for the stylus. When I bought it, it was at full price. I actually need to look it up, and if I look it up, I will flash it on the screen on how much it is. But I know that this was not cheap. This is Rakuten Kobo's actual like stylus made for this, and it's not the stylus that I don't like, it's the compatibility with this that I don't like. So I also wanted this because I was gonna like jot notes or like jot just little things that I was thinking of throughout the day onto this device. However, when I go to the notes section and try to like write something down, my like hand, right, it goes onto this, and every time I write, hold on, I'm trying to like get this to work. Every time I try to write, it does something onto the screen. Like I mean, right now it's working, but there are moments where I'm just like trying to write something and my hand will just trigger something. So of course it would be working now. It's more prominent in the advanced notes where I'm trying to like bullet point things, that it starts flashing or it recognizes my palm on the screen, and then I'm just like kind of going back and forth. Also, it has this feature where you can write something down. I don't know if it's in the basic notes, where you can double tap it and it will convert it to like text. Every time I do that, it misreads the word, and I don't write horribly. I know that this is horrible, but when I'm actually writing to have something written down, I write it neatly, but when I try to convert it to text, it does not read it. And so then I'm kind of like, I don't even want to use this because I don't want to keep trying to fix it to make it work, you know? So that's one thing about the stylus onto this that I don't like. I don't know if it's just me that is experiencing that when I do it. It probably is, because that's just me. But I don't like it. I don't like it. It deters me from actually using the device because I'm just left with trying to like fix everything. So then I'm just like, screw it, I'm not gonna use it. So there's that. There's also the connectivity to the actual Kobo with this stylus. Now it connects magnetically, but the magnet like strength is so poor that this is always falling off in my sleeve. Like, thank God I have a sleeve and that it'll fall into this, because I feel like if you just threw it in a bag, you're gonna be struggling on like trying to find your pen because it will just keep falling off. Also, in this day and age, I don't know why Kobo couldn't make a stylus that was magnetically charged when it stuck onto this, because there are so many times that I've wanted to write something down, even though it gives me so much problems, but then this is dead. This is absolutely dead. So I have to go and charge it, and by the time it's done charging, I'm like, screw it, I'm not gonna write it down anymore. Like, I forgot what it was. So I feel like for people with buying e-readers, and especially if the company is gonna like come out with a stylus for it, it should magnetically just charge to it. At this point in technology, it should just, you know, it's, people could be like, what is so hard about charging it? It's when you just grab it and you want to use it, it's already ready for you. It's the convenience of it. It's not that I'm too lazy to charge it. It just should be charged. And maybe that's asking too much, but I don't really think it is, because other companies offer it. Okay. Also, and I think this might be my last thing, is there's no updates on this. Now, this is not old at all. Like, I bought this year, and I'm pretty sure that this came out this year. So why is there no updates for it to kind of fix some problems with it? Like I said, the writing on it, and stuff like that, just quality of life kind of updates. I feel like what did they do? Just come out with it and not what is the word, like, want to support it anymore because they're making a new one? I have no idea. I hope that this video is not coming off very misinformed, because I feel like I'm just an average consumer on this, and I don't know. This is just my opinions, guys, on how I feel about this e-reader. Trust me, every e-reader I own, I have some gripe with it, but for some reason, this Kobo, I have more gripe with it than not. And I knew buying this that I would be going into the Kobo ecosystem, that, you know, that's why you kind of get a Kobo, because you're kind of straying away from Amazon and you're straying away from Kindle. But it's not a great experience when there's barely anything on here. Like, I don't want to be buying all my books when I pay for Kobo Plus and all these other subscriptions, because that's why I pay for it, is so that I can, yes, some books, especially the newer books, I would expect you have to pay for, but stuff that is kind of old, especially like Onyx Storm, it should have it, and it does have it, but it's just not in English, and that is what blows my mind with this e-reader. So I hope nobody is upset with a lot of the things that I have said about this. Like I said, that is just the reasons that I have with it. I have other e-readers that I will nitpick about in future videos that I have issues with, but Kobo was just one that I felt like I need to say something because it does frustrate me. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope nobody gets upset with me in the comment section, but I will talk to you guys later. Bye.